Paz, a 2-0 defeat against Gainsborough Trinity on New Year's Day. Your side held possession for long periods, but what happened in the end?
Well, first thing I want to compliment Gainsborough. They've got a top manager in there in Russ. Knows completely what he's doing, set them up absolutely brilliantly, and they all manned us in many aspects. It's all right having possession. You know, you can have 80-90% of the possession, but it's what happens in both boxes that counts. And today we weren't good enough. You know, they were better than us today. They worked harder. They wanted it more. They took the chances that they had. We didn't take our chances. They wanted to die to keep the ball out of the box. We did at the goal. We didn't, and they were very hard to bet down. And I think we had, you know, for all the possession that we had. For me, yes, we have had chances, but not as many or clinical as what I expect.
Yeah, how disappointing is that aspect that we held the ball around the area, we just never really tested the goalkeeper other than a couple of catches that he needed to make?
Yeah, I think second half we've had, you know, pretty good chances, but to the amount of possession to what we've created is not enough. And like I said, it's all right moving the ball around and having possession, but it's what you do with it, what counts. And you know, we have to be more brave on the ball. We have to be more positive. We have to do more runs. We have to, you know, open up gaps where unselfish runs, which you know that creates gaps and do a lot of things off the ball that helps us get into them positions, which today we didn't do. And you know, like I said, credit to Gainsborough and you know, credit to him.
How disappointed are you with the lack of maybe endeavour in that final third?
It's not just the final third today. It's the whole performance. I'll tell you, as I told in the changing room, we're an arrogance performance today for us, and it's happened time and time again away from home. And it has to stop, because it's all right being at home and, you know, we're flying out the traps and scoring goals and various things. We have to get back to basics away from home, and that is, you know, working hard for each other, winning your battles, winning your tackles. Then the quality will shine through. If you don't do that, it becomes a leveller, and it doesn't matter how much ability you've got in the changing room or whatever side you are, unless you can do the basics well, then it's not going to work. So, you know, and that's not just about, yes, I've just said they're working hard and win your battles, win your second balls, doing all the ugly side of the game, but it's also being brave on the ball, you know, moving it quick, trying to get into advanced positions, trying to put pressure on the opposition, and unfortunately we haven't done that today.
At half time, obviously you made the change, and then with Tafty going off and Greener, do you think that sort of disrupted any momentum you were trying to build in that second period?
No, I thought we started the second period pretty well. I think we had a 10-minute spot where, you know, again, I think we should have scored, and then we conceded a poor goal. Two set plays, you know, two set plays. Conceded from today, but that's football. You know, it's a big thing. They score from their two set plays. We have 7 or 8. We didn't score from ours, and that's the story of the game.
Moving on then, what do the lads need to do to put it right on Saturday?
Get back to ourselves. You know, it's a tough league. We've just got to take game by game. It wasn't good from us today, but we've got to dust ourselves down. We've got to stick together, and we've got to move forward. It's going to be like this, as I mentioned in my last interview, from now to the end of the season. It's an extremely difficult league, and no team, no matter where we are in the division, what form or whatever, every game's difficult, and we've got to get back to us being workmanlike and doing the basics right, because the rest of it will come through for us, and that starts from Saturday.
With Whitby in mind then, what are your thoughts on them as a side? Obviously we beat them 4-2 at their place.
One of the form sides, if not the form side in the league. Obviously I don't know how they've got on today, but they're an extremely good side. They're very dangerous, score lots of goals, so it's a tough game, it's a tough gig for us. The game at their place is irrelevant, as we've known when we've played other teams that we've played home and away. It's another game. They need the 3 points, you know, because they're up there wanting to get into that top 5 as much as we are. So it's going to be an entertaining game and a good game, but we've got to make sure that we turn up to start with.